So yes, as Josh mentioned, my name is David Sorber. This is my colleague Neil Tender. We work for BlackLynx, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about BlackLynx in the next 5 or so minutes while you're digesting lunch. So BlackLynx is a privately owned company. We have more than 120. I think the last unofficial count I heard was 126 employees. We're growing. We have two main offices in Rockville, Maryland, and Chantilly, Virginia. So we're based in the Washington, D.C. metro area. We haven't been around all that long. We're founded in 2018. We do primarily government-focused work, although we also have done some commercial work. And we are very much an engineering company. We're not a butts and seats kind of staff augmentation sort of company. And our tie-in to GNU Radio, and the reason that we're here today is we've done some work, some DARPA-sponsored work on GNU Radio that I'll be presenting more about tomorrow.
All right, so I want to tell you about some of the things that we're doing, and just to prelude to that, because if it wasn't clear from our title slide, this is not just a pitch about the company. We're also hiring. We're looking for people interested to join us. So wanted to make this a little bit of a pitch there as well. So we work on a wide range of things. Our core competency at BlackLynx is we're like specialty in high performance heterogeneous computing. We're really good at taking algorithms and problems and finding the best way to accelerate them on hardware, whether it's a CPU or FPGA. We do a lot of FPGA work and on GPU. So that spans a lot of different categories. Obviously, we work in software-defined radio, and we've contributed to the GNU Radio project. But we're doing other related work. We work in radar processing, synthetic aperture radar. We're doing some stuff with RF machine learning, a lot of signal processing kind of stuff. And then also we've got a new project. We're getting into 5G. We've got a lot of work with machine vision that we're doing. We have a tool that we built to do high-speed search, which we use for some of our customers. We also have a small group that does aerospace engineering. They do like modeling of payloads and orbits, and that's a nice tie-in to some of our other work that we do. So just a kind of a pretty wide range of projects, very heavily engineering oriented. These are the four like major divisions of our company. I won't go into too much detail here, but we have this mission analytics group that Dave works in. That's mostly focused on using our tools and capabilities to do high performance, like really fast analysis on big data that comes in for some of our mission customers using our high-speed search and analytics tools. We have this sensor processing group that I'm part of, where we do a lot of edge computing, onboard processing. So the idea is that we collect a lot of data and we want to be able to process it right there on, in the edge and not have to upload it to the cloud. So that's where our high performance computing comes in. We have an aerospace group that I mentioned before, and then we have another group that joined us recently, infrastructure automation. They do like resilient networking. I'm going to hand it back over to Dave to talk about our recruiting.
So yeah, as Neil mentioned, we are hiring. We're always looking for good people. If you are interested, you can check out our career site to see all the various job openings. So as I mentioned, we are primarily located in the Washington, D.C. metro area. However, we do have some remote employees, and we will consider employing people that work remotely. We do a lot of government work, as I mentioned, so unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, U.S. citizenship is required. Here's sort of a select list of some of the positions we have open, embedded software, FPGA, GPU. As Neil mentioned, we're definitely looking for some people with 5G expertise and also some satellite communications expertise. BlackLynx has pretty great benefits. You start out with 5 weeks of vacation, regardless of your experience level. We also have 10 holidays. Pretty standard medical, dental, vision insurance, 401k matching, disability insurance. We also have company-sponsored education and training. Like I mentioned, remote work is allowed, particularly in the past year and a half. And the company also organizes a lot of fun social and events and has a really good sort of culture built around that.
All right, last slide. So if any of that interests you, then the best thing to do is just come talk to us, me or Dave. We're sitting at the table over there, and we're we're going to be around. Or if it's just anything you guys are working on that you think you want to just talk to us about now that you know about BlackLynx, we'd love to network with you. Check out our webpage. And then, as Dave mentioned, he's giving a talk tomorrow. Definitely check it out. It's at 11 o'clock on the state of GNU radio acceleration device support, where he's going to talk about how we've accelerated GNU radio for FPGAs and GPUs. Thanks.